Okay, I now have myself stuck in the middle of the lake because I was talking too much. Crap. Great. Okay, so that's beach there. Good to know. We weren't that far off the target. Come on, Zix, you can do it. I think. Okay, maybe you can't. What's up, YouTube? This must be Fast 775 Game. Come back to another episode of SNOWRUNNER on season. What is it? It's season 15. Yeah, season 15. Jeez, I keep. I'm forget. I swear I forget the most basic things sometimes. Um, yeah, it's episode 15 this time around. How you guys doing? Hope y'all doing well. As you can see, we are here where we left off in actually episode 13. Episode 14 was kind of a shorter episode last week. I kind of explained why it was a shorter episode. It was because I was on holiday, so yeah, just I didn't have that time to record. Or I didn't have the time to record that long of a video, so I just decided to make a video on the Mercer, the K520. Now, what we're going to be doing today, guys, I'm gonna be honest, is we're gonna be going all over the place. You're probably gonna think I'm some kind of mad crack man, with what I'm doing with what I'm going to be doing today, because I'm going to be going all over the place today, and I don't think we're going to get much of anything done. I want to say we're going to get at least one bridge built. That is what we are going to focus on. We're going to focus on building the bridges, because yeah, we really need to focus on building the bridges. I'm 15 episodes in, and I've only got one of the bridges built, and well, I mean, technically speaking, the reason why I only have one of the bridges built is because, well, we haven't really needed to build many. Yeah, bridges just haven't been really much of an obstacle in this region. I would say up until this current point in time. I do believe that now they are a bit of an obstacle, and it is necessary to actually build them, get them out of the way. That way we can start delivering stuff faster. Beforehand, I mean, you know, the bridges, they are in some. There's definitely some bridge, like the first bridge that's outside the garage on this map is definitely a bridge you want to build. But the other ones, I just don't know. You definitely need them to get a lot of like the oil rig and the big heavy trailers around. You definitely need them to get a lot of those bigger trailers that are on this map. We definitely need them to get those things around. And some of the larger deliveries, yes, there are some larger delivery contracts that we definitely need them for. But the problem is, I plain and simply have not been doing them. I just, like, we have so many contracts in here. Well, maybe, well, there isn't that many contracts in here anyways, but we have so many contracts in here to do. Yeah, and that's mainly down to the point that I've just kind of been focusing on the tasks more than anything, which isn't really, I'm not going to say that's a recommended strategy, but it's been working for the most part. I don't know. But what we're going to start with here is, which one is it? It's this one. Yes. So we just went through the tunnel there just to get the containers for this job. Pretty simply, we're just going to drive up here. I'm going to do my usual route where I sort of cut down this bank here, and we'll get those delivered. Once we've done that, we're actually going to come down here. We're going to grab this trailer and those planks there. You might have seen the job up there a second ago. Those, that stuff, it just has to go up to here. So I figured we could do that whilst we're at it. And once we've done that, then we are going to, well, go back and look at that. We need, construction can't wait, 3 vehicle spares. We can just run straight over here, get the 3 vehicle spares. And that'll be like the first half of this bridge built, I guess, hopefully. Whilst we're doing that, we're also going to grab that trailer, and we're going to try and get it most of the way over to this bridge in order to try and build it. If we're going to get any bridge built today, it's going to be this one, because that's just the one that requires the least amount of stuff. Like this one, we need to go back to harbor and get more materials again, in order to build it. There's just a whole load of materials from harbor that we need to get in order to build it. Well, I mean, I say a whole load of materials. We really just need to get more. We need to get 2 sets of medium planks, I think. which is still a decent amount of cargo. It's still it's still a full truckload worth of cargo, and honestly, the sawmill's pretty far to get to. So, yeah, we're gonna like get this bridge, I'd say, halfway done this episode, and maybe the next half of it in the next episode. But that's only under a certain set of circumstances that I'm trying to currently figure out in my head. just give me a second. Now that set of circumstances is plain and simply, I'm assuming we get the one bridge that I pointed to there just a moment ago built, and we get like the first half of this bridge done, and we get that other job that I pointed to, that task with the trailer and the planks done. Assuming we get all that done and we go on to the next episode in a pretty good spot, what we're going to be doing is, in the next episode, we're going to have to try and get the other two bridges on that map completed. And those will be simple enough, I want to say, to complete. I'm really not sure, though. I think you know, just with the way we have the trucks at the minute, the Western Star 6900, just at the moment, I have it in a great strategical place. So I'm going to, and we're actually going to end up using the 6900 for most of today's episode, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's just going to plain and simply be like that. I'm sorry, if you don't want to see 6900 XD series gameplay, it's probably not going to be the episode for you. But yeah, that's just the way it is. It's mostly because I don't really have any other low saddle truck on this map, other than the FLD. But the FLD is all the way over at the quarry. So we're gonna keep the FLD down at the quarry because we're gonna need to grab drilling equipment, I think, here soon enough. Because we also need to try and get the one tunnel, that's the tunnel job done. Yeah, I'm doing all of like the major jobs that I should have done like more at the start of this series. Now I'm doing them all now. I don't know why I'm doing them. I don't know why I waited this long. Just, yeah, this is all down to my poor planning. Also, just for clarity, today's episode has also been poorly planned. The reason for that is I'm recording this a day late, so I'm actually not sure if this episode is even going to be out on time. So, also, if I seem extremely rushed, yeah, it's also because of that. It just is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't plan anything. Alright, so we're just gonna turn off here. We can see the bridge just there, and we can also see the place that we're going down to just down there. I hope I can actually do this. I can actually make it down the side of the bank that we're going to over here. I'm assuming I can. I'm just assuming I can. If everything goes like catastrophically wrong, I have the Caterpillar CT681 parked somewhere over there in that canyon. So, yeah, that should help. Yeah, I don't know. Also, if people are wondering, like I was saying, the fact that I'm recording this like a day late, if people are wondering why I'm recording this a day late, it is partially due to the fact that I was on holiday and I got home like at, I think it was like 1 a.m. because my flight was delayed. And it's also partially because I was making skins to use in the BeamNG Drive movie that I'm making, and I forgot I had to record this video. Yeah, it's part of those reasons. Yeah, I was making skins, of course, because every once in a while I decide to make mods for games, and then, you know, I never release them. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna very slowly make our way down here. Oh, I do not like that. Stop. Slow it down. Slow it down just a small bit. Just let me see what that looks like. Looks okay. We do need to... Oh, do I want to turn to the right, or do I want to keep going? gonna keep going straight just because I'm not sure. Come on, come on. Usually trees should be... Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good spot. The only problem is we don't need to go that way. We need to go that way. So, I'm just gonna back it up a tiny bit. And we're gonna go around this tree. Hopefully. That's the plan. If I flip and this goes hilariously wrong, well, you know, that happens often enough anyway, so, you know. It's a common enough occurrence. Oh no, okay, we're actually good. You know, that's actually the first major stability test I've had with this truck, or stability sort of thing. Yeah, I didn't expect it to go around that so smoothly. I suppose it's probably because it is a heavy truck, so in the game it is a very heavy truck. Like in the game files, this truck weighs like 21 tons or something like that. Like it's got nearly an identical mass to the twin steer, which doesn't really make any sense, but it does. I don't know why. But you know, so sometimes I suppose sometimes a little extra weight. Sometimes I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. Well, don't quote me on anything. Actually, to be honest, you know, just you know, I can say some stupid stuff sometimes. Sometimes, you know, I don't know. Sometimes extra weight, depending on where it is, might help with your stability. I'm not sure really though. Okay, come on. We just gotta roll through here, and we will do that. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna drop this trailer here. And we're gonna... Is that trailer gonna... Yeah, it's gonna... Okay. I swear, anytime I, like, drop a trailer off-road, or, you know, in some sort of off-road area in this game, it always flips. Like, it just does. I don't know why. Trailers can't stay upright if you're off-road with them. For whatever reason. Okay, but anyways, this is that other trailer that we're going to go over here and pick up. I might fast forward my way around here just because, well, we're going to pick up that stuff, we're going to deliver it, and then I'm going to have to go over to that warehouse, get the vehicle spares, bring them back over here. There's no way I'm going to have enough stuff to talk about, even though, speaking of having stuff to talk about, Season 16 dropped on the PTS, so that's actually another reason as to why I'm kind of panicky today and trying to get as much stuff done as possible. It's because I am only 51% done this region, and we've got announcements for Season 16. I'm probably not going to get this region done, am I? Crap. Before Season 16. Oh no, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, I'm gonna attach this up. I suppose this is actually a good thing in a way. There's the CT681. This is actually a cool thing in a way because we get to drive around with this thing. Actually, we need to take the fuel out of this as well. We 100% have to. I wonder, do we get to keep this trailer afterwards? If we get to keep this trailer afterwards, that'd be brilliant. But I find it highly unlikely that will be the case. I'm not sure. I might have to check that. Okay, so I've got that loaded up. So I'm gonna do a quick fast forward, like I was saying. We're gonna make it out to the house or whatever that this trailer has to go to. Hopefully we get to keep it, because if we do, that'd be actually a pretty big help. And then once we have this delivered, I will fast forward my way over to the warehouse where we will pick up 3 vehicle spares, and we'll also pick up that trailer that I was talking about. I don't know if it's a curtain sider or if it's a generator. It could be either. The model on the map is the same for both of those trailers, so you can never tell unless you're like there in person. I have driven through there, but I don't remember. Okay, I'll see you guys here in a sec. Alright guys, here we are. So, this is where this trailer has to go. So, simple job really. I'm going to, very quickly, I'm going to steal the fuel out of this. Actually, will it accept it if there's not enough? It might actually not accept it if there's not enough fuel in it. That's a good point. Actually, but it's already accepted it, hasn't it? Wait a second. Refuel. Give me that fuel, because I'm probably going to need it. This thing eats fuel. Yeah, okay, it took the trailer. Damn it. I was kind of hoping it would let me keep it. The snow trailer and two wood planks. Thanks, bud. You're a lifesaver. The tools are all accounted for, and the quality of the planks hasn't suffered. Here's your well-deserved reward. I wouldn't mind hiring you again if there's ever a need. 740 XP and 6,200 bucks. Not too bad at all. Yeah, that was actually extremely easy. An extremely easy mission for the old Western Star there. Did not even break a sweat the whole way up through here. I thought this might actually take me a few minutes, but no, took a lot less than I thought it would. There's actually a fuel trailer over there. I wonder should I go grab that. I'm trying to think. Is that worth it? I'm not sure really. I don't really think it's necessary. We have 200 liters of fuel. We should be able to make it back to where the bridge is. And also, I have the Azov atom at the top of the bridge, so I think I should be fine. Should be fine. Keywords being think, of course. So yeah, what I'm going to go ahead and do now, I'm gonna go ahead and drive up to the warehouse here. I'm gonna grab the vehicle spares. I'm also gonna grab this trailer. I'm gonna drive down. Well, we're gonna drive. Yeah, we're gonna drive all the way back over to here. We're gonna drop off the vehicles. We're gonna load them up into the sideboard, drop them off, and then what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm gonna actually go out this direction, and we're gonna drive up this way towards the other bridge to deliver that trailer. And whilst we're doing it, I think we can also go through this warehouse and get concrete slabs for that bridge or something. There's something from that warehouse that bridge needs. You know, now that I'm saying this all out loud, I think I actually should go for that fuel trailer. Okay, I'll see you guys here in a second once we get back up here, just because, you know, like I said, I don't have enough to talk about, really, I don't think. I don't think I'm interesting enough. That's the best way to put this at the moment. Yeah, just give me a second here. This shouldn't take too long. Guys, I'm back at the bridge, pretty much. I got the generator here. It was actually a generator trailer, not a curtain sider, so that's something. If you're wondering about my questionable way of loading up these vehicle spares, I just have to say this is terrible. I hate having to do this. I should have nearly just came back for the trailer. It probably would have worked better. I mean, I still didn't have as much trouble as I thought I would with this setup, but like this was kind of the main reason why I went and decided to fast forward that section of the video, because I was almost 100% certain that there was no way that it was going to go smoothly. So that was definitely part of the reason why I did that. Um, I mean, it still went smoothly enough. I had to load stuff up a couple of times, but at least I didn't flip, you know, that sort of way. This truck does actually have quite a big space between the cab and the crane there, which you think would be quite useful for, you know, overloading cargo, but the more I try and use it, the more I realize it's actually not that great, really, at all. Especially when you consider the fact that most cargos are a lot wider than the frame of the truck. You know, it's just, it's like an extreme balancing act. It just doesn't really work. So, yeah. We'll pack this stuff up here. I wonder if we'll get like a stage here or like a cutscene. Oh, we will. Oh, nice. Okay. So that's like our full load of beams in there. Okay, so that's actually really cool. Of course, we're gonna kind of ignore this bridge now until the next episode, mostly because, well, medium planks have to come from the sawmill on the other map, and getting those planks from the sawmill is going to be a bit of a challenge. The cement is actually pretty simple. The cement can come from the warehouse that is just right up here. Yeah, it's flashing. Actually, where do we have to deliver? Yeah, we have to deliver up here where actually the Azov is. I think the Azov, yeah, the Azov is actually sitting on the box. That's a good one. But for the moment, we're going to leave that there, and we're going to go ahead and go get to the other bridge. Yeah, the expected journey here. So we do have to deliver the metal and the slabs for this job first, but like, why wouldn't we bring the generator with us? That warehouse that I did just point to just a second ago is the same warehouse that we're going to for the concrete slabs for this job. So yeah, we're gonna do this just purely because I know I can get this. This bridge can be done from all the cargo that's on this. We don't have to be going to the other maps in order to get the cargo to finish this bridge. That's the only reason why I'm saying this is the one we're definitely going to get done to, because I'm not going to finish until I get this done, pretty much. Well, at least that's kind of my ideology behind it. I mean, at the same time, I'm not sure how well this is going to go, because we are not driving extremely fast here. We're also, I don't know how well our fuel is going to last. I also forgot to refuel from that fuel tank that we had a moment ago that I dropped off somewhere back there. Damn it. Damn it, I just forgot. Oh man, I completely forgot about that thing. Actually, we are towing a generator with us though. I forgot, generators have fuel in them. So that's probably something I'm gonna have to do. I'm probably gonna have to steal the fuel out this thing. Yeah, it's kind of gonna be a bit of a messy sort of couple of episodes. I would say the next few episodes. I'd say just, you know, for the next few episodes, we're gonna try and focus getting the bridge done, getting the bridges done, getting the tunnel opened, and also maybe getting like the pipes fixed. There's like 3 different areas across the 2 maps where there's just a big hole in the road and a pipe needs to be placed down into it. Those are the kind of jobs we need to get. We really need to just get them done and out of the way. That way we can get onto the bigger jobs. Well, we can do the bigger jobs, but to get to a point where we can do the bigger jobs easily, if you know what I mean. Yeah, actually, this is a part of the video I really want to leave in, because I don't know if this is going to go well or if this is going to go bad. Every time you try and bring a truck through this area, it's like trying to win the lottery, really. Yeah, I don't really know what the best way of doing this is. We're just gonna hope and pray that I don't completely destroy the suspension in this area, because I have racked up some pretty serious damage around here. Yeah, we're just gonna make, yeah, we're going through there quite nicely. 55-inch tire, I believe, is what's on this truck. Does help, really does. If we were in the FLD, I don't think we'd be able to get through here anywhere near as easily. We should be able to get through that. I quote-unquote should. And we should be able to hop back up over here as well. And once we've done that, we can drive up here and get up to the top of the dam and over to where the warehouse is. And yeah, we should be good. Well, I say that. I am really thinking we are going to run out of fuel. I mean, we're just going to have to refuel from the generator. Come on, get through the ice. Get through it. Come on. Yeah, okay, we're good. You know, for a truck that has a pretty bad power-to-weight ratio, this thing, it knows how to use the power it does have. It knows how to put it down. It knows how to get to. It's doing a great job pulling. And you know, the worst part is we're pulling here at the minute, and we don't actually have a whole lot of weight. We don't have any weight over the rear axles. We're just pulling all from behind here. We're not really getting. We don't really have any traction going to the rear wheels at the minute, and you know, it's still doing really well. Honestly, I do think it's still doing pretty well. Obviously, there are going to be trucks that'll do much better around here, but still, I think this thing's doing great. It's brilliant. My biggest concern, honestly, at the moment is that trailer flipping, which could definitely happen. Just like falling off the edge of the cliff there, and we'll never see it again. Also, I need to turn and not drive into the wall. Honestly, it's pretty easy to climb up behind this dam here. You know, you wouldn't think it, but it's actually genuinely pretty easy. And then, you know, the warehouse is over there. So, you know, just give me a quick second to hop up to the warehouse here. Alright guys, we are here, so we can grab ourselves 1 slab, 2 slab, and we're gonna have to load up 3rd slab separately, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately we're not running the big new 6-slot saddle trailer. That'd be like perfect for this. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Actually, we'll load it up onto the bonnet, onto the hood. Reason being, just yeah, there's a lot. I think there's still a lot less likeliness of a chance of the slab falling off the front compared to the middle of the chassis. There's just so much more space for it to kind of balance, if you know what I mean. You know, whenever you try to put like cargo in between there on those frame rails, it's just it's like, you know, it's a bit of a, yeah, like I said, it's before, it's like trying to win the lottery. That is like, it's a complete balancing act, and you're not going to ever, I don't think you're ever going to get something to balance perfectly on the back of there. And yeah, even though, you know, the vehicle spares, they don't fit, they don't have enough space in there either. They might actually have enough space if I didn't have the spare wheel on the back of the truck, but yeah, they just don't, overall they don't have enough space either, which is just another issue. Okay, I am actually gonna have to refuel here. We're just gonna take our rations here. We'll see how far we can get. Hopefully we can get over to the bridge without having to steal the fuel out of the trailer here, but I'm not gonna keep my my hopes too high with that. Just to be clear, this thing does chew through the fuel. It does. Okay, so I suppose I may as well talk about season 16 here, just for a small little while. Why not? Obviously, like I said, I dropped the comment there early in the video about season 16 being out, and well, you know, it's out on the PTS, so you know, more than likely, I would say, you know, we have, you know, a couple months before it's actually makes its way to the mainstream game, and it's actually fully released, I want to guess. But obviously, I'm not really much of an expert on that. I mean, like I have predicted it a couple of times before. Actually, I'm almost certain that I have. But yeah, it's, you know, I feel like the SNOWRUNNER update schedule has become a little bit more unpredictable. So, and the time in between seasons has kind of changed a small bit. So I'm not really I'm not really sure what to say about that. Alright guys, sorry there, I just had to restart the recording. But yeah, like I said, I really just I really can't say for sure when it will be out. Like I said, my best guess, couple months, maybe 3. I don't really know. But the main points, just to like go over, of like new stuff that we know is coming from the PTS. I haven't looked into it too much just because I don't like spoilers or anything. I don't like to spoil it too much before we actually get it in the full game. We're getting 3 new trucks this time around, which is pretty good. I won't complain about that. And they all seem to be actually pretty decent trucks. None of them actually seem to be what I would quote unquote call terrible or anything. Actually, I've just gotten myself completely beached here. This is the reason why. Damn it. Okay, that's a problem. Thought I could drive through the track here, but nope. It's probably only meant for scouts. Come on, get through. Please. I hate when this happens. It's the most annoying thing ever. Now the trailer is stuck. Great. Okay, I think my only option is to drive around on the track at the moment. I hate the fact that it's night as well, so I can't see what I'm doing for the most part. Also, that's a problem. Yeah, that is not a great looking track. Okay, that is pretty I feel like I'm going to get stuck here. Never mind, we're actually getting through that. Somewhat. Please don't get stuck. Oh my gosh, this is... I swear, I tried to do things... I tried to... Okay, I now have myself stuck in the middle of the lake because I was talking too much. Crap. Great, okay, so that's beach there. Good to know. We weren't that far off the target. Great. What am I going to do about that? Let me think. Alright guys, I do have my rescue vehicle here, just so you know. I decided to also go ahead and grab the metal beams for the construction site, just out of the plant here. What's it called? It's the old plant, yeah. I just decided to go ahead and do that, so we're this far from, you know, the truck and its, you know, in its terrible situation. We should be able to recover it pretty simply, so yeah. And just for reference, I did actually have the Zix parts up here-ish, I think. I don't have a whole lot of fuel in it, so I am hoping that I can make it over to where the Western Star is before I run out of fuel, because there is actually a scout fuel trailer over there. So yeah, I'll just have to see here, but this is what I'm going to use to recover the thing, and because we were kind of coming in this direction, I figured I may as well come over to the plant and grab the beams whilst I was at it. I mean, we can't actually load them up because this is the add-on that I have on the back of the thing. What's it called? It's called like the multi-purpose add-on or something like that, or the utility add-on. I don't know what it's called. I forget. Oh jeez. Turn. I need to keep my eyes on the road or look down for like 1 second there. Or well, I didn't look down. I rubbed my eye. Yeah, okay. This should plenty get the thing unstuck though. There's no reason why this shouldn't get the thing unstuck. We should be back on the road in a jiff. Hopefully. Oh crap, that is probably the most that's probably the closest I've ever gotten to tipping this thing. Jeez. Didn't think that was gonna happen. Ow. How did I know something like that was gonna happen? Oh my god. Oh man. And we've fallen through the ice. Let's hope I can just, you know, ice break my way through here. Come on, Zix, you can do it. I think. Okay, maybe you can't. I have gotten the Zix stuck. This is a problem. Okay, never mind it. It's alright. If I didn't have that tree there, I'm pretty sure I would have been stuck, though. Jeez. You know you've screwed up when you've, you know, bogged down one of probably the most OP vehicles in this game. Okay. You know, I actually thought the ice around here was actually quite solid. Obviously, I was completely mistaken. I was completely wrong. I actually thought the ice around here was pretty... where did I get that idea into my head from? I'm pretty sure when I drove through here with the Freightliner, I almost flipped as well. I don't learn from my mistakes too often, do I? No, I have to make my... I do my mistakes more than once, to be thorough. You know, to make sure I know... To really make sure that I know not to do whatever it is I did wrong again. Oh, you've got to be... Seriously? Damn. You gotta be kidding me. Are those beams gonna go through there? Yeah, okay, the beams are fine. The beams are fine. Okay, first things first, let's get you out of the way. Just pull you back here. Man, that thing is solid. No, jeez, that thing's made out of concrete. It's not a blow up thing out of air. Jeez. Okay, let's pull this bad boy out. This should be no problem at all for this thing. Yeah. I don't know what was going through my mind when I thought I could make it through there. Oh yeah, we'll have to stop towing it there because otherwise... come on, get through here. Please. Geez, everything, you know, was going quite smoothly up until this point. It really was. Just give me a sec here. Ow. Okay, sure, yeah. Got more indestructible barriers around here, that's great. Okay, I'm actually going to, I'm gonna shut his engine off, first of all. I'm gonna leave him there with that trailer. And we're going to go up here with the, to the bridge with this stuff. We do need to bring those beams up as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive up there with the, with this thing. And then I'm going to hope that I can reach over the edge with the crane and just winch the beams up as well. That's what I'm going to hope. If I can't, we'll just drive the Zix up. Like driving the Zix up as well is literally no problem at all. Like the Zix can make it through anything, pretty much. Can I get fuel out of this fuel tank here quickly? That's not destructible? Okay, that's cool. Oh no, I just broke someone's snowman. Oh no. Refuel quickly. We need to run away. We need to run away right now. We need to run away, and we need to run really, really far away. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here before someone notices. No, I didn't mean it. We need to get out of here. Go, 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 go. Go, go, Western Star, go. No one saw anything. I'm not recording this. It's fine. Oh man, there's so much snow around here. Is there any better way of getting... I don't actually think there is there? I think the best way really is just to go through the snow at the moment. I think I learned that lesson the hard way in the episode 13 with the FLD. I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. But anyways, back to talking about, Season 16, like a normal person. Or the Season 16 PTS, because I just forgot about that for a few minutes there while it's that to rescue the truck. Yeah, so we're apparently getting 3 new vehicles, and they're all pretty decent looking vehicles, if I'm being honest. We're getting... Smallest truck we're getting is something called the Bilbert, I think, or something like that. I don't know, it's like a small 4x4 off-road truck, off-road class truck. It looks pretty cool. It's got, I think it has a decent amount of add-ons, and it has a custom, repair module. It's kind of something, it kind of makes it look like something we would see in Roadcraft nearly. The kind of a nearly roadcraft kind of repair maintenance vehicle sort of thing that might be in some of those AI convoy routes. Yeah, I feel like when Expeditions came out, I'm pretty sure we saw some stuff happen in there as well. Oh crap! I just stalled that. Damn, damn. Yeah, I'm stalling in low gear at the moment. That's not good. I suppose slabs are quite heavy. Like, winch to the tree that's in front of me. Why can you never winch to the tree that's, like, right there? Yeah, that one. This is a bit of a steep incline. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can get up here with the slabs. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, Western Star. You can do it. Come on. Let me see that power. Let me see it. Yeah. Okay. Struggled a small bit there, but we're good. We're good. Yeah, so we're getting... that's one of the trucks we're getting. We're also getting something called the Plaid 440. Which is... I mean, we have the Plaid 450 in the game. So now we're getting the 440, which I guess is just another... it's just another plaid truck. It's another Fawn is the real manufacturer, I believe. And whilst the numbers between the two trucks are quite small in difference, I think there is quite a big difference in the size of the two trucks, because the 440 is like it's an off-road class truck, I think, and it actually kind of reminds me of the Paystar. It kind of looks like the Paystar in a way. And when I say the Paystar, I mean the 5070, not the 5600. It kind of looks like the Paystar. It is a shorter chassis sort of truck, I think, though, so it's kind of more suited to, semi truck sort of use. I don't think it can have a crane and a 2-slot bed and a trailer. I'm actually not sure, but I don't think it can have that combo. And then the final truck we're getting is a heavy class truck, and it's called the Slater something or other Chimera, which Chimera is an extremely cool name. I love that. Sounds great. So it's another truck based off of a mall. So we got the Elephant this season, and we're getting another mall based truck in the next season, which is genuinely really cool. I like that. That's a heavy truck. It's got a couple of custom add-ons, but it seems to be your standards. It seems to be kind of your standard, kind of nearly all-round, kind of heavy, super heavy kind of truck in the game at the minute. Sort of like the Plaid 450, I want to say, but maybe with a few less add-ons. Maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on a lot of this stuff, anyways, because there's a good chance I'm wrong. There's like a very strong chance I'm wrong. Can I pack that, or is it gonna... No, we can pack that. Cool. Wow. Okay, so that's that there. Also, another main point to talk about with Season 16, it's going to have 3 maps, and the region is going to be Washington, of all places. I really didn't expect to see another U.S. state. Well, I mean, honestly, we could have gotten any U.S. state, but really, I wasn't thinking that's where they'd go. But hey, it's still cool. Um, okay, so I'm gonna drive the Zix down here. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know. I'm gonna try and see if I can get the beams, if I can just winch them up here. Aha! Looks like I can grab them. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's really good. Means I don't have to go driving all the way around. Even though it'd probably nearly be just as quick. Somehow. Eh. Alright guys, so I've got the beams up here, so I'm assuming we're gonna have some kind of similar cutscene to the last one here, with like the stage mission. Yeah, okay, so we've got kind of the cross members sort of in place. So that's good. So now all we have to do is get the generator into that box there. I don't have it in there just yet. We'll just pull it in now. Alright, and we're just gonna pull on into the box, and it's taking it. Alright, very nice indeed. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Great job, all the goods are accounted for, which means that we'll be able to make ends meet and build some good roads in these picturesque parts. Everyone loves a scenic road, eh? Here's your pay. So we got 2,000, we got 2,360 XP, and then we got 19,900 bucks. So quite the payday for that. Not too bad at all, and we got ourselves a very nice bridge that's gonna make life probably a hell of a lot easier for us here in the future as well. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, especially for getting stuff up to that gateway there, and probably for getting those barrels from that place, or from the plant, maybe over to there. Yeah, alright guys. I was going to end up saying that I was going to do maybe one or two more parts of some of the jobs here, but I think I'm going to have to finish up. It is, video is getting a little long in the recording side for me, and I don't think I can get anything done really in the amount of time that I have left. I could attempt to maybe bring a drilling equipment, which is a 4-slot container from the quarry here up to the gateway to the harbor here, in order to kind of half complete that mission, but I don't think it's really worth it, not at the moment. I think it's better to just leave that until the next episode. So yeah, I want to say pretty good episode. I mean, we got kind of half of the other bridge job done, which is decent. We do have to get materials from the other map though in order to finish it, so I'm not sure how long that's going to take me. We did get this bridge finished though, and that'll probably help us with that sort of mission. With that probably. I want to say it will. I'm not sure if it will. And we also got that other trailer delivered. So all around pretty decent. We did get a pretty decent amount of stuff done today. And we did most of it with this truck, which I gotta say, it pretty impressive. You know, even though it's got pretty bad power to weight, it gets the job done. It just does. It's one of those trucks, and you gotta love it for that. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.